Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kawela, and on this channel we discover ourselves, we empower ourselves, and we transform our lives. Today we are going to be talking about my favorite topic, grief. I don't know why it's not really my favorite, but I love talking about grief so much. And today, you know how after someone dies, you just feel like, now what will I do? I don't even know what life will be like without you. I don't want to move on with life. Today we are going to talk about how to keep your loved one memories alive and in your life and incorporate them in your everyday life, so you can be able to move on without feeling like you are leaving them behind. The first thing that you can do to keep your loved one's memory alive, is by developing your own rituals for their remembrance. And what are these rituals? You can either set away time to reflect on them, maybe do some hobbies that they used to love, maybe cooking some food they used to love. You can also write letters to them. You can journal about the loss and their lives and what it meant to you. You can do some acts of kindness in their name. Just develop something that is personal to you, that you will always, you tell yourself, if it's letters, I'll always be writing letters to this person, or I'll be journaling about their life. You can even write a biography, a biography or autobiography, yeah. You can write about their life and how many people they impacted and things like that. Just things that are personal to you and the relationship with that person. The other thing that is good for remembrance is traditional ceremonies. Like, we know there is the funeral and burial, there's the mourning period, but for me, I've come to really appreciate the traditional rituals around burial or death of a person. Like, one was for my grandpa. One of the people told us that it's the grandchildren who are supposed to dig the grave for the grand for their grandparents, and that's something I didn't know. And I feel like that is something that made me really let go, because when you are in that, like, what is it called, in that hole, when you are digging that hole, you just think like, yeah, like, this is really over. And it made me, yeah, that's something that really made me let go. And I feel like I had my one big cry there, which, because now it hit me like it's really gone. And there are also other traditions, like those people who normally shave their heads or have special clothes for those people who are mourning. Like, those traditions, don't really let go of them. I know in this century we are trying to let go of a lot of tradition, but for ceremonies, for those traditions around ceremonies, I feel like we should just leave them alone as they are, because they are really helpful. Imagine, a long time ago, people used to have a mourning period where if your husband has died, you just be sitting around and mourning, and people will do things for you. But now your husband dies, you bury him today, tomorrow you have to go back to work, and everybody expects you to be normal. So if you have the chance to embrace those traditions, please do. Other traditions is like bringing symbolic items, like the way people bring flowers to the graves, or like people who normally pour their drinks down before drinking them. Like, those traditions, try and look at which one aligns best with you and use it. It's something I normally do when I'm at home, and especially like during my birthday, or during my sister's birthday, or just during those special days, and I'm eating something special, especially meat, like chicken. Hey, me, I just go there the behind the mausoleum, just throw a piece of meat there. I normally go hiding, because I'm like, if people find me, they might start thinking, what is wrong with this one? But it's something that makes me feel like she's still a part of my life even if she's not here. And when I throw that piece of meat, I remember even this one day, because we had pizza with my brother and it was so good. I put like a small piece and told my brother to go and just throw it there. And it makes you feel like even if they're not here, they're still a part of your life, and you are including them. You're not excluding. Like, it's not like you're treating it like they never existed. They're still around. So yeah, I'm not telling you things that I'm reading on the internet. It's just things that I normally do and they help do. So we have talked about personal rituals and traditions. Now we are going to talk about memory keeping activities. And this is just something to keep the memory alive, and mainly involves like photos, maybe videos you took. And it's so easy if you took a video on your phone and you didn't save it to your Google Drive or anything for it to get lost. So you can try maybe a scrapbook, like you print the photos and stick them on a book, and maybe every page you're like adventure, photos of you when you maybe went out for an adventure. Food and drinks, you make photos of the places you visited for food and maybe drinks, or even some days when you were cooking together or things like that. Another one is maybe a memory jar. A memory jar, you can it doesn't have to be a jar, just a container that accommodate some uh, can accommodate things. So you can have some sticky notes, you write things you remember about this person, and you put them in that box. And then when you are bored, or when you are overwhelmed and you feel like you are forgetting this person, you just open the box, you start reading things about them, and it reminds you, so the memory isn't lost like you thought that it's lost. Another one is having a legacy event or a legacy project. So you've seen people who, like, someone can build a hospital and name it after someone who passed away, or just like a charity thing and name it after someone who passed away. Like, that is also something to keep the memory. So every time you see this shop is called Sharon, you remember, oh yeah, there used to be someone called Sharon. Or you hear a project. I don't know which reality TV I was watching, and these people have a foundation named after their dad who died. So every time during his anniversary, they go to a children's home as the foundation and they donate in his honor. And it's really just so cute, because you are still involving this person in your life, and that fear that we normally have that after someone has died, like, that's it, their life is over, it kind of soothes that part, because you are involving them in their daily life. And lastly, it's about anniversary rituals, and this is for maybe special dates, their birthday, your birthday, the day they passed away, maybe wedding anniversary and such things, just any special days. And for this, you can just reflect. Reflecting is very important. Think about what they meant in your life. Also, you can visit the special places. Maybe there's a place they really loved, or somewhere they lived, somewhere they worked, somewhere you and them liked to go to. You can visit such places so that the memories can be refreshed in your mind. Also, there are candle lighting, planting or releasing. Um, that is, maybe you can plant some trees, you can release some balloons, or just release some things into the air. And these are so important, especially when you look at their meanings, because mostly it's growth, letting go, and things like that around grief. You can do a memory walk or a memory drive. That is where people meet, and then everybody just gives their memories about this person, and it's just a whole like a whole meeting about just discussing that person and their lives and what they meant to you. Also, you can donate, like donating in their honor is one of the ways also you can incorporate them in your life. And lastly, meeting. You know, most people have these anniversaries where you meet and you celebrate this person's life, you share your grief journey, just meeting with people who know what you are like, know the impact of that person in your life. That is it for my video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I hope that you've learned something that you can do to remember your loved one. And until next time, bye.